Hello, good evening, and welcome to Try Not to Die Thursday, where I'm going to find out in Oxygen Not Included if I have accidentally destroyed my entire base with a little bit of neglect last stream. Actually, a lot of neglect last stream. Is there enough air for anything? Can the plants even grow? Will I be able to make enough air before the plants die? I don't know. I don't know answers to any of these questions, but we're all going to find them out together tonight. And in the meantime, I'm going to try very, very hard to, get some stuff done. So that, maybe I will pull up in time. We have enough algae, we just need to feed it into the machines at this point, right? Right? It's just, it's very thin in here, and the plants are all dying due to lack of air, especially the mealwood over here, which could cause my Dreco to starve. There's some bad things going on in here. So the main thing I want is a manual switch for my oxygen machine over here. I wanted to wait longer before turning this on until I had more water processed, but I don't think we can wait. I really don't think we can wait. The main thing is that the digging up of the algae has the highest priority at the moment, and I don't really want to do that because we really need the algae. So I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be patient to find out if I have destroyed us all. I do seriously worry about the air situation. Although the sewage seems to be correcting. The sewage problem is entirely secondary to the air problem. We can deal with the sewage problem. The air problem is much, much worse. So we have 5.9 tons of algae. We just need to actually load up the machines and hopefully get some air in here. What is my priority sitting at on any of this stuff? Okay, we're gonna turn this down so that it's still important, but it's not as important as other things. So all the stuff here that's marked as 7, I'm gonna turn down to 6. And hopefully some folks will turn their attention to loading up the oxygen machines. Maybe if I nudge the priority on the oxygen. Where are all my oxygen machines? That one's not important. That one is. I could have sworn I had more than just those ones. Well, that maybe will help. Maybe. And the one thing I can say is we have lots of food. We have no food issues. I am deeply concerned about the air. There's another one, there's another one. The hospital ones are not as important. It's the ones that are outside that are important. I heard... I mean, it sounded like a distress noise, but I don't have any distress. Okay, we are pumping out oxygen from at least a couple of machines. Oh, made a mess. In the bedroom again. Which ends up straight down here, polluting my crude oil. On the whole, I may have designed things a little wrong here. Okay, I want to deconstruct that particular bridge, please. And we'll build a new bridge out of gold once that's deconstructed. Oh boy, so many little fires to put out. So many plates to keep spinning. And that goes there. Okay, the switch is built, so we're going to turn the system off. And then... going to connect that pipe. Oh, I see. The switch is being built, but that one elbow that I asked to have destroyed has not been, so they're still getting power. That's fine, actually. That works to my advantage. Hello, Shy! Welcome back to the stream! That is definitely a new interpretation of my username. Yeah, that's detecting oxygen. This is detecting hydrogen. Yes, alright. I do worry that I put the hydrogen detector too low. But I put it on the level where the pump is pulling from, so trying to figure out whether or not I have destroyed everything is the oxygen is moving. Okay, I'm not 100% certain exactly. Oh, I have this upside down. That explains why the other vent isn't getting any air. Let's nudge the priority on that. 7 stream watch streak. Nice, Shy. Let's see here. Come on. I don't know if I'm hungry or have a stomach ache. Oh, that's a difficult one. Well, my best suggestion is try drinking some water. And see how that makes you feel. And that should help to answer the question on whether it's a stomach ache or if it is hungry. Okay, so once this bridge here is built, then we're gonna get hunky-dory on that level. Over here, I don't know why they haven't come to deconstruct this. Except that all the suits are out. Where is everybody? Are they wearing the suits inside the base because they have air? I have some concerns. Where the heck's the suit? Okay, we're going to have to play a game of locate all the dupes. Otto is here, but... let's see here. Mima... Okay, I've forgotten the command to actually go... Okay. Mima is inside the base. Amari inside the base. Lyra and Ruby inside the base. Where is Bert right now? Bert is inside the base. Where are my suits? Ren? Ren, where are you? Okay, Ren is outside. Ren is outside above. Ren is the only one outside above because only one suit is out. Gossman, where are you? Okay, Gossman is outside and very far below. Okay. Nails, where are you? Nails is inside. Georges also inside. Don't think water is helping. I always have water with me. Okay. So if water is not changing the situation, it's more likely to be it is more likely to be hunger than a stomach ache. Try having something really bland. See how things change. Like have a slice of bread or something. Or some crackers. Layra, where are you? You're probably inside the base because you're holding your breath, but yeah, there's Layra and Ruby. So far, I've only found 2 people outside the base. Had some pears. I think they made it a bit better. Sounds a lot like hunger. Sounds a lot like hunger, Shy. I wish I had a more methodical way of doing this. Gonna go eat then. Alright. I keep looking at the same people over and over again. Who haven't I looked at? Liam? Have I not looked at Liam? No, Liam's inside. So the question becomes, why are 3 suits out when only 2 dupes, like, why are 4 suits out when only 2 dupes are out? Like, where are the other 2 suits? Where are my people? Alright, Shy, enjoy your food. Okay, that's 1 suit out on this side. Where are the suits that belong to this? I don't know how to, like, locate the suits. Let's see. Atmos suit. Three units. Did they put them into storage? Is that what happened? Where's that one box that I designated as the clothing box? They stored them! Oh man. Okay, only one way to respond to this. Deliver suit. Deliver suit. Deliver suit. I can't believe they undocked the suits and put them into storage. Why would they do that? I have that set at a fairly high priority, right? Nope. Okay. Somebody deliver them suits. It's very important. We need to be able to access that side of the base. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Crisis semi-averted. Have my smooths produced any more eggs? Nope, they've just produced a lot of metal. New printables, yes. Also, Otto. Yeah, we have 2 more things for you to learn, Otto. It would be really nice if you would manifest a skill point or 2. Well, precisely 2 skill points. Okay. 3 dupes that I do not need, and a pile of algae. Yes, algae. Algae, please. Yes. Please, thank you. Okay. The base appears to have oxygen again. Hallelujah. The bristle blossoms are growing again. The mealwood is sorta growing again, although we are still having a temperature issue in here. Smooth Dreco are warmer than regular Dreco. It's a problem. Okay. We have things running again. only have one Slickster left. Very sad. It was nice while it lasted. If only they hadn't kept producing long hairs. Okay, and how are we doing over here? $20 degrees, 27 degrees, 29 degrees. Okay. We are definitely looking better. We will continue making one steel at a time in order to not overload things. Now, why is this counted as unreachable? Oh, I see, because these haven't been built yet, because I prioritized going down. Alright, that's fine. As long as this doesn't overflow, we're all good. In fact... This is also its own issue that I'm gonna have to... Like, I do want in here, but I don't really want to put it underwater. Or do I? Yeah, what we're gonna do is like this, so that we don't dump any more water down here, because we can't contain much more than what's here now. So, yeah, I do want to get at this stuff, but I'm not really enthused about dumping all that water in there because it's going to force the gases out into here, quite possibly. Which definitely low on my list of things that I want to see happen. Okay, so progress being made. A little slow, but progress all the same. And maybe... What has happened here? Oh, not enough copper. Okay. We will deconstruct that and build a fresh one out of gold. Really, I should have been using the heavier wire for this whole part of the installation, but I just can't be arsed to run the heavy wire. It's mainly the bridges that are suffering. The actual wires don't seem to be having too much of a problem. Just the bridges. Okay, now that we've got that on order. This is gonna do really bad things for my decor, but... I don't know why I've bothered to jump this when it's all connected. Like, I think really what I should be doing is running a line from each of, like, one line from the one into this one, and one line from the other into the other one. Which is gonna make this whole thing even messier. Well, we're gonna start by deconstructing the existing system. I'm trying to be very careful to only deconstruct the wire. Okay, let's start with that power-wise. And deconstruct this one floor tile. No docks available. What is going on here? Okay, deliver a suit there. I have no idea what's happened here. How do I call every single dupe back to base? I don't think I can call every single dupe back to base. I honestly don't know how they managed to break the system. This is all quite terrible. Okay. This is the only way I can think of to fix this. I made things worse. I made things worse. Things are worse now. People are wearing their suits inside the base. Otto, what are you doing? Otto, why? So Otto and Bert are sleeping in their suits because of what I did. This one's being fixed. This one still hasn't been turned back on again. Oh dear, oh dear. I just don't know what to do here. We've got a suit situation. Which hopefully is going to fix itself soon. Okay, that elbow got deconstructed. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Deconstruct. The main question is how to do this. Okay, heavy watt joint plate. One goes here. This also gets deconstructed. The main question is how to, like, getting into the bottom one is fairly easy, but getting into this one is actually much more difficult. Because I put these two, like, right side by side like that. I think what I need to do is sacrifice an airflow tile. Like, sacrifice this airflow and this airflow in order to go up into this system. I hate restricting flow like that, but it's the only solution that I can see. Like, if I work at it, I can run 2 lines down here, no problem. But then the only place I can jump up is here and here. So... okay, we're gonna do this one at a time. Okay, one tile at a time. Keeping a close eye on this. Priorities, priorities. So what I need to do is bring these two, like, straight downwards from where they are. I don't actually know whether that would connect it or not. I've never tested that before. We're gonna take chances, I guess. And this actually needs to go like this. Or else it's not gonna work. Okay. Heavy watt wire that runs like that. And a joint plate there. Here. And like that. There is there's no bridge for heavy watt. How do I work my way around this? I need to cross this wire. it's gonna have to be one of these, I guess. We're just gonna have to pray it's enough. Because, yeah, we need to cross in 2 places. Man, I hope this works, or else it's going to be a lot of effort for very little payoff. Okay, like that. So now one of them is attached to each one. And you know what? I can de-sacrifice the airflow tile by just popping them in there instead. Okay, so with a little bit of luck, this will fix the circuit overloading problem. Okay, and how is the sewage system going? We have recovered! It is no longer backed up! We still have, like, a floating Atmos suit, but that is a different problem. Okay, we still can't accept the water that is trying to come in from above, but the system is no longer completely backed up. So we good. Hallelujah, we should no longer have pee on the floor. I hope. Okay, back to the water stuff. We appear to be doing okay. I'd still like to have these have more. Are we getting, like, snow melt from up here somehow? Future me problems. Okay, so we're processing this water. Is bringing it down in temperature. is I'd like to have at least 2 of these tanks full of the water temperature that I want. Before I turn the oxygen machine back on again. I just don't know if the algae supply is going to hold out for that. I guess we'll find out. Mima and Amari are de-stressing, which is awesome. Otto. Otto has a skill point. Yes. Good man, Otto. Man, deciding which one of these 2 to go for is the really difficult part, though. You know what? Take the critter ranching. You are wearing the most improved farming hat, yes? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, good. Farming continues to be your priority, but having you able to look after the critters as well is very helpful. Thank you, Otto. And blueprint. We have dupes and muckroot. Okay, fine. We'll take the muckroot. Eventually, someone will put that away. Okay. All my little fires, all my little plates spinning, spinning, spinning. Alright, how's water temperature going? 20, 27, 29. We're still hotter than I really want to be, but we're working on it. We're gonna try 2 steels at once. We're gonna see how that goes. And unless I get an emergency alert of some sort, I'm going to keep an eye on this. I really don't want to lose any more water from this process. Have a suit just sitting there again. Where am I missing a suit? Lord only knows. Okay, for as long as it takes to not have a suit lying on the floor, we're just going to keep saying, you know, deliver suit whenever we have one lying on, to any empty dock when we have one lying on the floor. And hopefully, eventually, this will balance out. Is anybody gonna come? Okay, blueprint. Bright wedge. It can be arranged into giant orange polka dots. I love it. Thank you. Anybody gonna come make this steel so I can find out if the pipes dissolve? Anyone? Okay, we've delivered some stuff to the machine. It's filling up with water. No docks available. . Well, at least the extra suit has moved elsewhere. Eventually, we're going to end up with this all redistributed properly. Someday. Still haven't made the steel. Wait, there we go, there we go. Okay, that's one steel. Nothing broke. Okay. It appears that maybe making 2, maybe even 3 steel at a time might be okay with the current water temperatures. Especially with how long it takes them to actually make anything. Okay. No extra suits on the floor here. No extra suits on the floor here. No extra suits on the floor here, although it's still waiting for a delivery. Where is that suit? I'm not sure. Hopefully there is in fact somebody outside the base on this side somewhere. But honestly, who knows? I don't think that I'm a suit short. But I honestly have no way of knowing. Oops. Well, I killed that one. Alright. You know what? Let's just extend the ladder down to there. Okay, as far as I know, I've got the suits rebalanced again, and it is all correct and good. I can't be certain, but as far as I know. Oh, and we definitely have an egg situation here. Smooth egg, stone egg, regular egg. Oh, 2 smooth eggs. Okay. Okay, critter egg, critter egg. Let's see. Hatchling egg. Stone egg, smooth egg. Oh, I just watched the process of birth happen, and it was disgusting. Why would you give birth out your mouth? Why? That ain't right. Okay, that's 2 of the eggs cleaned up. I think that's all of them. Question is, have all of them been delivered? Okay, all eggs onto the floor. That muckroot is still on the floor, guys. That is not good. Oh wow, the fridge went from very full to practically empty very quickly there. Alright, what have we got in the food fridge? We have a whole bunch of mushroom, some lettuce, bristleberry, and pinch pepper nut. Okay, well I see no reason not to make some mushroom wraps then. Uh, 20 of those, and even though it doesn't actually line up, 20 of these. And we'll use some of the sleet wheat and pinch of pepper nut. Oh, you know, if we make some frost buns, we could make some frost burgers. I'll make like 8 of those. And we'll use a bit of the pepper nut to make some pepper bread. Amari's gonna be very busy for a while. Admittedly, I didn't do anything with the berries, but I think that'll be fine. Yes, Amari, go! Cook! Cook because our lives depend on it. I wanted to wait, but I don't think I can afford to. Let's turn on the machine. And as an experiment, we will turn off this particular LJ machine. Well, I'm not getting any more overload warnings over here, so I think my heavy watt thing has worked? Question mark. What is this vent? Okay, that's fine, I guess. We're actually using the overpressure of the vents to regulate the oxygen here. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, this is good. This is very good. Only adults are being removed from the holding chamber. One, two, oh. Yeah, we are due to have another hatch delivered to this room. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's only 3 in here, so... So a hatch should be delivered there. Right? A stone hatch should be delivered there. It just hasn't been. I did see a stone hatch taken away. I worry that it may have been just sort of dropped somewhere in the base and now is just running around. Like, why is there a stone hatch egg here? Relocate this object to this room, please. How am I supposed to spot one extra hatch just roaming around? Mysteries upon mysteries. I mean, it does appear that they are all... Well, okay, they are not all babies. I just saw some hatch mature. So some stuff is going to be dealt with. So what are these light blue ones? Are those those are the smooth hatchlings. Okay. Hello, fish. I want to believe that the system that I set up is going to just fix this. Okay, it's unlikely that Otto has a skill point, but let's check anyway. Otto does not have a skill point. Alright. Alright. Rust, a pipsqueak, or 2 dupes I don't need. I don't need or want any of these. This is no good. I shall reject them all. Okay, back to very slowly and very carefully making steel. How are the boxes looking? 20, 27, 28. Still not where I want them to be, but much closer than they were. And over here... Oh, it's almost ready to cycle through again. I'm pretty sure I had this set at 20, yeah. I wonder if I should set this at like 25. Or no, sorry, at 21. Tough choice. I don't know the answer to that one. we're doing our thing though. Why do you not have water? Hold on, hold on. How do you not have water? Did I heck up somewhere? Oh, yeah, I did. I did a little. The water has nowhere to go. It'll gradually fix itself, but for now it's just a big mess. Ah, well. Like, somewhere along the way, I hecked something up. It'll be fine eventually. I think the main problem is that there's something wrong with this connection here. Like, this screen goes into there. This screen goes into there. Yeah, it's something wrong here. I did something wrong here. What did I do wrong here? Okay. White to green. To white to green, to white to green, to white. Okay, yeah, that is supposed to go into that tank. That's all supposed to go into that tank, and only that tank, which is what it's doing. But the exhaust... I'm trying to figure out what Past Me did here. Okay, let's just... This is what goes in, and it's pulling from the bottommost tank. So... this should be going into... This should be going into the top tank. So this line should be going into this green one and nowhere else. Right? No. Okay, this is a line coming out of a green, so it goes into a white, so... Oh. Okay. This bridge needs to go. And then... Not copper, not sandstone, not igneous rock, not granite, not sedimentary. I can't build it out of steel because I'm out of steel right now, which is very annoying, so... that goes in there. That goes away entirely. I think I fixed it, but I don't understand how I ended up with that bridge in there. So Unfortunately, that means that the hottest box is the one that's feeding the machine. But also that the coldest is going into the end of the system where it's supposed to go. I think. I think that's the way it should be going. Like, really, the exhaust should be feeding directly into the cooling system. Well, this works, albeit it's gonna work slower than... Like, what temperature do we have now that I'm doing that? 50 degrees. Yeah, that one should be the hottest box. 28, 28, yeah. This should be the coldest box, and this should be the hottest box. Once we actually get this working anyway. Like, ideally, once this system is working properly, the whole thing should be spinning in kind of a circle. A little slowly, but spinning in a nice little circle. But yeah, this should be the hottest box, this should be the next coolest box, or actually this should be the temperature that I want it to be, and this one should be the temperature that I want it to be. Ideally. Like, this one should be the temperature that I want it to be. This one should be, like, a little warm, and this one should be the hottest box. Right now, it's the other way around. Sorta. I think I'm gonna go back to making steel one at a time, just to try and keep control of this system. And speaking of things that I'm running earlier than I intended to, how are we doing over here? Okay, we're looking all right here. Well, we haven't emptied the tank. the main thing here is, like, how much oxygen are we actually shunting out here? For that much hydrogen, we get 1 square of oxygen. That's okay. We do not... The main difficulty here is that once we reach 2 full tanks of oxygen, then what? Because, yeah, we are making so much more oxygen than hydrogen that I am not too worried. But once I end up filling out these 2 oxygen tanks, then what? I wonder, should I build more oxygen holding tanks? Tough decision. Maybe if I double the oxygen holders? Like if I put in 2 more? Like that. Shy, welcome back. So I was hungry, yes, but I still have that stomach ache. Well, sometimes it takes your stomach a little bit of time to figure out that, oh, it's being taken care of. So, you know, give it a little. Okay, bring this across here like this. Bring this across here like this. Bring this across here like that. Yeah. Did eat slowly. Well, that is good. Like, if you've reached the point, like, if you are at the point where your stomach hurts and you're not entirely certain whether it's hunger or something else, eating slowly is the best idea. So you made the right choice. Okay, we'll let them get on that. I apparently have another blueprint. Gold knit gloves produces a pleasantly muffled whump when high-fiving. And new printables. Does Otto have another skill point? We just need 1 more skill point for Otto. Nope, not yet. Patience. Patience, me. Patience. Okay, let's see. Hatchling eggs. 2 dupes I have no interest in, or pip eggs. I don't want any of these. I honestly... The last thing I need is more hatches. You know what? Reject all. Just reject them all. Speaking of the hatch situation... Oh, it looks like it's being taken care of here. We do have an egg in here. Speaking of which, the egg down here, was it moved? It was. Can I use this method to move the eggs instead of the box? Like, can I say relocate this egg? Over here? And it'll just happen? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 hatch in this chamber. 4 hatch in this chamber. And 4 hatch in this chamber. Okay, we are good on hatch numbers. And how is the food looking? The food is looking excellent. This is very good. Okay, how many hatch do we have inside the airlock? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 hatch are locked in, are inside this door. Feeling very bad about life in general. That's both impressive and terrifying. I love how they're just tying the hatch up, but they're not actually moving them. That's inefficient, guys. I'm watching to see if this egg gets moved. It's no longer dans la chambre. So that's a good sign. I don't know if it's actually being delivered, but at least it's no longer in the hatch chamber. Yeah, it definitely hasn't been delivered because the symbol is still there. Also, like, how many hatch are there in here? Oh, there's exactly 5, so we just need 1 more to make everything happen. I really hope that was an eggshell, Mima. Well, the egg is not being delivered here, so I'm not sure where it went, but at least it's not in the room anymore. Honestly, haven't got a clue where the thing's gotten to. Are all the adults in here smooth hatch? Is that what's happening? Since I won't let them move smooth hatch? Oh man, the algae is going down so fast. The oxygenator is working the way that it's supposed to, so let's turn off more. Let's turn off more machines. The hospital machines I'm going to leave. This one doesn't even have a machine. And the machines that are providing air to the suits, I will leave running, but we'll turn off all the other ones. Oh no, there's one on the floor again. Why and how does this keep happening? I turned the suits back on. I think I've turned off all the oxygen machines now. Oh, we have one too many Draco. Man, y'all had to have a smooth baby. Okay, let's see. This one is 97. This one is 41. And this one is 56. So, alright, old man. Time to go. Temperature is such an issue in here, and I don't know how to fix it. Why this smooth's gotta be so much warmer? Now, I mean, I see adult Stonehatch in there. I think what I need to do is turn this down. let's try it that way. Okay, the egg was delivered. It did take a lot longer than I thought it would, but the egg was delivered. I can see it right there. Which means that rather than using the box method, I can just move the eggs. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay, dock's full, nothing on the floor. Dock's not full, but nothing on the floor. Dock's not full, but nothing on the floor. Have we rebalanced? Has it been fixed? Wait. Oh, no. I had a sideways thought about replacement for the actual farms, but no, all the babies take care of that. The fact that we only move mature hatch is the thing at this point. And they produce way more eggs. Lying down helps the stomach ache. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you found something that helps. Okay. We're doing okay. I'm also noticing that the carbon dioxide may possibly be getting deep enough here that I would be able to plant mushrooms. It's still majority polluted oxygen that's getting pumped by that pump, though. Well, I can say at this point that I am fairly certain that I did not accidentally kill my base by losing track of my amounts of algae. Okay, and where's my ventilation? There we are. I don't like how these are connected together like this. What I want is I want a serial connection, not a series connection. This feels really weird, but I'm gonna deconstruct this junction. And on the whole, I should have put the hydrogen sensor up instead of down. That was my mistake. I can't fix it though. Okay, there we go. There's a little gap, but the mistake will fix itself. Now there's no more gap. Okay. Green, hello! Welcome back to the stream. So this is where I'm going to be very cryptic, and I'm going to say, Green, be sure you've checked your messages. All your messages. But yeah, okay, we've got this running reasonably correctly now. It does look a little weird. It is a little oddly configured because I changed my mind partway through, but yes, we are moving oxygen. Although I don't really understand, why is this tank still so full? No, okay, there's... It happened again. Why? How? Why? We will continue attempting to rebalance this bowl. I don't know what the problem is. Why do I keep ending up with extra Atmos suits? Do I own 9? Or do I own 10? How many Atmos suits do I own? How do I find out? See, this is the problem, is like, this only counts what I have stored, not what's in docks. So does this mean that I have exactly 9 Atmos suits like I'm supposed to? Somewhere along the way... Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. I connected the top and the bottom. Because I built this ladder. Okay. Okay, we can fix this. I understand the problem now. I understand why it's been happening. Because they've been, like, I keep my zones separated and then my zones ended up being conjoined, and that's why I keep having colony achievement earned. Distribute 1,000 kilograms of oxygen using gas vents. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So I just need them to build a block here, and then the problem will stop happening. This has not been an extra suit problem. This has been a I accidentally joined my zones problem. Okay. So there might be some people who are stranded at the wrong dock, but I'm only going to have to redistribute one more time. Hooray! I found the reason! Oh, it's been bothering me so much. Okay. Does Otto have a skill point? Otto does not have a skill point. Shame on you, Otto. 3 dupes and some sand. Sure, I'll take the sand. Oh, that's a lot of eggs. And they're all smooth. Okay, we're going to use the box method for these because there's multiple of them. So we'll take the box, critter egg, smooth hatchling, and we'll go over and keep an eye on have all the eggs be moved. But yes, I took a couple of steps to make myself feel better before the stream. Sent some messages that I really should have sent a week ago, sort of thing, and I am feeling much better. So I hope that that shows with the stream, that I'm feeling much more content with things. But yeah, we're looking good. I see a few adults in here that aren't smooths, but wouldn't be able to tell either way. Well, you would be able to tell, because if I were still upset about things, I do feel that it kind of shows. Like, I try to be as authentic as I can when I'm talking to y'all, with my feelings and how I am and all that sort of thing. So if I was not having a good time, if something outside the stream was bothering me, I'm pretty sure y'all would be able to tell, even if I didn't actually tell you what was bothering me. But I can say that something that was bothering me isn't bothering me anymore at the moment, so. Now, why is there a symbol for the deconstruct on this one, but not on this one? That's a weird glitch. That is a very weird glitch. I am gonna have to turn off the oxygen machine so that we can build up some more water. So, here's hoping we have enough air to build up some more water in the tank. Don't usually notice things like that. Oh. Okay. I'm not 100% certain, but I think I may have things like back on track. Although having the oxygen machine turned off, I'm gonna need to remember to go and check on that every now and then. Let's make some more steel. And how are we doing temperature-wise? Let's see here. 26 degrees. 30. I don't know what they're... Okay, 30 degrees? Maybe? And 29. Okay, we're still sitting too warm, but we are sitting much better. Like, when it comes down to it, the fact that I'm using this steel for these pipes makes me kind of unhappy because the steel is mainly meant for building the pipes for my crude oil stuff. Okay, time to redistribute the suits, hopefully for the last time. So yeah, we just gotta keep our eyes on these oxygen tanks. Remember to look in on them and make sure that they are not empty. So that is the plan there. Okay. So, gotta remember to check in on that. I'm also keeping an eye on this whole system because I want to make sure that I actually set that up correctly. Currently, what's really weirding me out is that there are some eggs in odd locations here. And I'm wondering if it's because the hatch are laying them in here. I really hope not. And speaking of, oh boy, the process of birth has just happened before my eyes once again. Okay, relocate this to here, please. I'm just waiting for my water to cool. That's all I'm doing. Oh, becoming sleepy. Well, I am going to be taking my break soon, so that'll be an excellent time for you to sneak off. Oh yeah, we've got a good amount of food in the fridge. And Amari is making more, so we're going to have even more food in the fridge. I fixed the whole circuitry problem here, and also the problem with the circuits being connected together, so I should be seeing fewer overloads. I am seeing a lot fewer overloads. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh man, it's only going to yellow, it's not going red. I can't hook a single more thing into that network. Okay. Still. So, we've got a good amount of oxygen production going on here. I don't see it. Okay, all these lines here are color-coded. White is power is running through this, and it is running at a safe level. Blue is this is turned off. Yellow is I'm feeling a little bit of pressure here. And red is, oh my god, too much power, too much power, too much power, I'm going to melt. And the fact that we are flickering from white to blue to white with a little bit of yellow here and there is absolutely perfect. That is the best possible thing that could be happening. Besides, you know, everything just sitting at white or blue. Like over here, see how this is all blue? Because nothing is drawing power right now. Like everything over here would be blue because I turned off the power at the switch. But also like this pump isn't going to run because these boxes are full, sort of thing. So this is a system that is completely turned off. And over here we just flicker because things keep changing with the activity things. Now, why do I have a plug there? Why do I have a nubbin sticking up there? Let's get rid of that nubbin. That is a nubbin that should not be. Okay, how are things going here? Okay, the Dreco are looking okay, except for the problem with the mealwoods. Well, we'll really have to see about that. How is my sewage system? Well, we're still looking fine and hunky-dory, but until at least this box is empty, I don't feel comfortable reconnecting this pipe. Okay, one more steel. Okay, no eggs in amongst the smooth hatches. Just the right number of fish in the tank. Bit of a situation over here because of the smooth hatches, but it will figure itself out. And exactly 5 hatch in this chamber, which is perfect. We're not going to count how many hatch are in that door. Still looking good on the oxygen tanks. Okay. Okay, we're feeling good. We're feeling good. Okay. I feel safe to call it that I did not, in fact, destroy my base with my neglect last stream. I could still do so, considering that I have the entire oxygen system on a manual switch, but that's you know, a problem for later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. Yes. Save, I said. And I'm going to take my break here. I'm going to give my drink a refill. I'm going to have a quick bio break. I'm probably going to run a few ads, and then I will be back in just a few minutes.